Speaking of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, she has said in the past that she wants state and local governments to take more responsibility for disaster response. And in theory, I think that makes sense because the first people who are on hand at a disaster are local and state officials. But elected leaders from both parties, and that includes Josh Hawley, Sam Graves, Wesley Bell, have told me they think FEMA's response to the tornado has been woefully inadequate and exacerbated, Democrats make this point, by Trump's staffing cuts at FEMA. Do you think the state has had to pick up the slack here because the federal government hasn't delivered?
Well, I think the federal government in multiple programs is trying to get back to letting the states operate in their state what they think works the best. I can tell you from serving on Missouri's Highway Commission, sometimes the federal government puts resources towards something the state really doesn't need. So having more of this kind of block grant mentality where the funds are there for us to decide how we use, in this case, for cleanup and other things, I think gives us more flexibility.
I mean, you've been to North St. Louis recently. Do you think
Many times.
Do you think that the recovery has gone well? Because if you talk with actual residents, they think it's gone way too slowly. And they will also say that they've had a lot of problems with getting aid from FEMA just through the paperwork and the morass.
I've been through St. Louis multiple times, and I will continue to go multiple times. Unfortunately, in a time of a disaster of this magnitude and the tens of thousands of buildings that weren't just that were structurally hurt, it takes a while to rebuild that, and so it always is going to seem like anything never moves fast enough. We're working very hard. We need these right of entry forms. You'll probably hear a lot about that in the upcoming months and maybe year, that allows some of our folks to get onto those properties to make sure we do a proper assessment. We've struggled trying to get some of those collected, but everybody and their brother is trying to get this thing to move as fast as they can. And because I'm from that area, it's very personal to me, and we're going to do the best we can to focus on it.